Lesson for the today. So today we are going to learn DRL command. DRL command is nothing but data retrieval command. DRL stands for data retrieval command, guys. Okay, and what it means, the way select statement will come in DRL command. Select statement will come under DRL command. Guys, go on mute if you're not talking. Okay, so DRL command, we are going to discuss DRL command. Select a statement will come under DRL command. Very first query in SQL database. Very first query in SQL database, very starting. Like if you don't know SQL, then no problem. You can start from the select statement only. If you have installed the Oracle SQL software, it will looks like this. So if you double click on this Oracle SQL developer shortcut, no, so you will be able to redirect, you will be able to access to the Oracle SQL database. Here, how you have to start the HR schema, you have to go to the HR schema. In HR schema, you will have inbuilt table. In HR schema, you will have inbuilt table, guys. Okay, inbuilt table means what? So I'll show you that what are the inbuilt table will be there. You can use those tables for your practice purpose. You can use those tables for the practice purpose. Now, if you see here, if you'll go in the left side, no, in your HR. Now, if you'll see here, HR schema, if you'll expand this plus symbol, then you'll be able to see the tables. So what are the tables are there? This A, B, B26 I have created for my previous batch. And if you'll go in employees table, you will have so many records will be there in employees table. This is inbuilt table by Oracle SQL. They gave this facility for the practice purpose only. They gave this data in these tables, whatever the tables you have, countries table, departments table, employees table, job history, and then locations, and then regions. These are the tables they have given for the practice purpose only. So how can you access these tables? Like simple query, you can find it. Select space, then start space from any table name. You can write it like employees table. So it will give you whatever the data will belongs to employees table. It will give you this table. If you want to write for the departments table, now see, we have taken the employees table. So employees table is having this. These are the columns are there, and how many records are there in employees table? You have 107 records are there in employees table. Now, if you want to go for the departments table, you will able to go for the departments. Select a statement, select a star from departments like this. Okay. So you will be able to access departments table. Okay. Now we are going to learn what are the data retrieval techniques. So select a statement will come under the data retrieval techniques. In this, from clause and where clause is added in this select a statement. So just read this one, and then I'm going to explain you what is this select a statement in details. Are you guys reading this?
Yes.
Yes, reading.
Done reading, guys?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, so what we are going to learn in this, the select queries retrieve data from one or more existing table or views, etc. So when you use select star from table name, you will be able to retrieve data from this table or from this table, whatever the table name you will mention here. So you will be able to retrieve data using the select statement. Using the select statement, you will be able to retrieve data from the one table or multiple tables at a time. Guys, please take care of. Just be on mute, okay? I'm good telling again and again. If you'll do like this, then I'll mute everyone, okay? The SQL select statement is used to fetch the data from a database table which returns data in a row and column format. So when you'll use select star from table name, then you will be able to get all these columns. Then these are all columns, guys. Verticals are columns. Employee ID, first name, last name, email, phone number, hire date, job ID, salary. These are all called as column. Horizontal data will be called as these are the data will be called as he is disturbing again and again. I put him in waiting room, okay? So let him join it again. So these are the rows we'll have these are the rows we have, and this is called as rows. Okay, so how many rows we have? 107 rows are there. Yesterday, same thing I have explained you. And these are the verticals, columns are called as columns, and these are the horizontal data is called as these are called as rows in your table. So how many rows are there? 107 rows are there. How many columns are there? Approximately 11 columns are there in this table. Okay, if you'll see in the departments table, then you will see that how many columns we have? 4 columns we have. How many rows we have? 27 rows we have. Okay, like this you can say that. So this is the first syntax what we have seen here now. Select a star from table name. So you can say that if you want to fetch all the data from the same table, then you will use select a star from table name. Consider that my requirement is I want to fetch column 1, column 2 only. Only 2 columns I want to fetch from this table, like employee ID and first name. So my requirement is I want to fetch only employee ID and first name from this table. So how can we write, guys? Can you help me?
Sorry, what you want to do? Select.
I want to fetch only employee ID and first name. So what we have to write in
Select.
the query?
Select employee ID first name from
Select
the
employee ID,
Employee ID,
comma,
comma,
first name,
First name.
employee ID, first name
from
from department.
employees
from
table.
table name.
Table is employees table.
dot of price server.
Redmi 9, can I know your name, please? This is the first time I'm saying. What to do, man, guys?
There are a lot of guys.
I'm muting him again and again. I put him waiting room, but again he's disturbing. Okay, next time if he'll disturb, I'll throw him out. Okay, so select employee ID, first name from employees. So it will give you 2 columns only. Now you see, only 2 columns details you are getting. So if you have a requirement that I want only 1 column, so you can write it like this. I want to fetch only employee ID data. So you can write it like select employee ID from table name. If you don't know how to write SQL, so this is the very basic things. What is the very basic things? If you want to fetch all the tables data, like all the columns and all the rows, then you can write like this. It will give you full table data. Whatever the data which will belongs to employees table, it will give you that. If you have a requirement to get only one column, then you will write it. Select employee ID from table name. So table name is employees. You will be able to fetch only 1 column. So if you want to fetch 2 columns, employee ID first name, then you will write it in select employee ID, comma. You have to give after one first column, give comma, and then first name. After first name, you don't have to give comma, then from table name. Okay, like this you can give. So you are getting two columns, you are getting. Okay, you are getting two columns here. Now I want to add salary column also. I want to add salary column also. So how can we add it here in this, guys?
Just comma salary.
Comma salary.
Salary. Okay, comma salary. So three columns, it will show now three columns. So employee ID, first name, and then salary. So total 107 record you are getting for the same thing. Okay. Next one, I have a requirement. I want to get manager ID also. So what we have to do here, guys? I want to add
manager ID.
Comma manager ID.
comma manager ID.
Underscore ID.
Comma manager ID. So we will get 4 columns here, 4 columns. Total we have 11 columns in this. If you want to fetch all the columns, all the rows, then select a star from table name. If you want to fetch 2 columns, 3 columns, 5 columns, then mention the column name. Column name should be separated by comma. So like this, we are able to get the data, all the data. So this is your second syntax as per your whatever the things are there. Okay. The star operator represents all the columns of the table. All the columns, all the rows, it will represent. If you will mention select a star from table, you will be able to get all the columns, all the rows, all the columns, all the rows, guys. Okay, this is the up to second syntax we have discussed. Up to second syntax we have discussed. Now we are going to discuss where condition. Where condition, we are going to discuss where condition. So just read this one and then I'm going to explain you where condition. How can we use filter? Now it is showing 107 record, no? But I want only one record. I want only one record. I want only 2 record. In that case, how we can add filter condition? So that is what we are going to learn next topic. Very basic, guys. And any doubt in this one, you can ask now. In these 2 syntax, if you have any doubt, ask now. Anyone is having any doubt in 2 syntax, you can you are free to ask. Otherwise, we'll move to the next topic. Yeah, Subodh, tell me, Subodh. No, Sridevi is not employee ID. Select star, select space, star space from employee ID.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay, I'll explain it again. Don't worry. Okay. So if you want to fetch all the columns, all the rows from one table, then you will write select space, star, space, then from table name. Select a star from table name, which will give you all tables data, full table data it will give you. Whatever the columns, columns and rows which will belong to employees table, it will give you that data. So you can mention different tables also, like I have mentioned department table. So whatever the data which will belongs to department, it will give you that data only, If you have a requirement to fetch only few columns, like if you want to fetch only one column, out of this one column, then you will write it, select employee ID from table name. You will get only one column here. Only one column you will get it. Only one column it is displaying the value. If you want to add more columns in this, like employee ID, first name, salary, manager, then each column you have to separate by comma. And then if you write it like this, then you will be able to get the 4 columns. You will be able to get 4 columns. You will be able to get 4 columns value, whatever the value you have. Now clear? Someone ask. No, it's not case sensitive. It's not
Sir.
case sensitive.
Hello,
Yeah, tell me.
sir. Third query is not mention space star.
Space.
Select and then second and first query mention is star. Why is not mentioned in third query?
So that's what I'm saying, that if you see whatever the data belongs to this employees table, if you want to fetch all the columns, all the rows, if you want to run this one, if you want to fetch all the columns, all the rows, then you will write select a star from table. It will give you how many columns are belongs to employees table, that many columns it will give, all the rows it will give you in that case. Okay. If you have a requirement, if you don't want to fetch all the columns from this, if you want to fetch only one column out of this list, then you will write it select employee ID from table
Yeah.
name. You will able to fetch only one column in this case. Now
Okay.
clear,
Okay.
Prahlad?
Yes. I'm clear.
Now I'll send you this query. If you have opened the database, you can run and you can do practice. I've sent it. If you want, you can do practice. Okay, if any doubt is there, we can discuss. See, starting of the first classes, 1 or 2 classes, you will struggle to understand. But when you will fire your query, this query in database, no, you will able to understand properly. The practice in the database is very important, guys. Just read this where condition. Anyway, doubt clearance sessions will be taken tomorrow, day after tomorrow. He will take, Venkatesh will take. So don't worry, just do practice. Whatever the doubt you will have, note it down in your notebook somewhere. Now you read where condition. Done, guys? Redmi 9, can you tell me your name? What is your name, Redmi 9? WhatsApp me in my mobile number.
Nine spelling Nine.
Okay, guys, done. Where condition?
Yes, Jane, done.
Okay. So now, if you'll see where condition, where from clause. So from clause, from which table you want. For that only we are using from clause. Select a star from table name. From clause will be used to point out this table. So that's why we have to mention every time whenever you are writing select a star from which table you want. So you have to mention from table name. So from is important in this case. The SQL from clause is used to list the table. So if you want to, from which table you want, you have to mention here address. So the SQL from clause is used to list the table and any joins required for the SQL statement. Select a star from table name. It will give you all the table, whatever the tables you will mention from which table. So you have to mention from before the table name you have to mention. So if you are joining multiple tables, in that case also you have to mention from clause. It's a mandatory to mention from clause. Okay. Now where condition, the where clause is used to filter records. The where clause is used to filter records. Now if you want to, now if you are writing query like this, select a star from table name, select a star from table name, or select all the columns from the table name. So all the records it is showing. So when you run this one, you are getting 107 record, 107 record. Or if you are firing query like this, and like select a star from table name, you are getting 107 record. So I want to I want to get only details of who is employee ID 100. So this details only I want. Like, how can you make it like this? If I want to get all the details of employee ID 100, in that case, you have to apply filter condition. In this case, you have to apply filter condition. How can you apply the filter condition, guys? So where table name is space where employee ID is equals to 100. When you will give employee ID is equals to 100, means it will give you all the details for the employee ID 100. Select a star from table name. It will give you all the rows, all the columns where employee ID is equals to 100. So where employee ID is equals to 100, this details only, it will give you full details of this one. If you mention select a star from table name where employee ID is equals to 100. Now if you run it, you will get only employee ID 100 details, like employee ID and employee ID 100. What is the first name of employee ID 100? Steven is the name for employee ID 100. King is the last name for employee ID 100. King is the email for employee ID 100. All the details it will give you for employee ID 100. Okay, so if you want to apply filter condition, in this case you will write select a star from employees where employee ID is equals to 100. So whatever the details will be there, it will populate for the employee ID 100 only. Now, if I want to get details of two record, if I want to get details of 100 and 101, then how can we write, guys? Using where condition?
So where employee ID equal to bracket 100 and comma 101.
101 in bracket like this.
Yeah.
So it will not work out because
Employee ID equal to
Employee ID equal to 100 and 101.
Employee
101.
ID in 100, 1.01.
so in this case, no equals to will not work. If now Oracle or database will get confused. Employee ID is equals to 100 or 101. Which data we have to populate for employee ID, 100 or 101? So in this case, you have to mention, if you mention multiple value, then you have to mention in operator. In operator, guys. Select a star from table name where employee ID in 100 and 101. So if you'll pass multiple values, then you have to pass in operator. You have to pass in operator. Now you will be able to get two record 100 all the details of employee ID 100 and all the details of employee ID 101. So like this. So what is the definition we have for the where clause? The where clause is used to filter record. If you want to filter the record from 107, I want to populate only two columns. In this case, you will apply where condition. If you want to apply filter, in this case, you will use where condition. The where clause is used to filter record. The where clause is used to filter record. It is used to extract only those records that fulfill a specified condition. Now, if you'll see that, it is saying that it is used to extract only those record. Only those record it will populate, which will fulfill a specified condition. Whatever the condition you will mention, if it will satisfy those record only, it will populate. Now, what are the condition we have given? This condition we have passed. So is it satisfying? Yes, it is satisfying. So that's why you are getting two record for employee ID 100 and employee ID 101. Consider that if I'll give 1000 employee ID, 1000 employee ID number as 1000. So we don't have 1000 in employee ID. Now, if you'll see maximum value, we have 206 only. So it will not populate for this value. Means what? It is not satisfying the condition. But employee ID 100 and 101, it is satisfying the condition. So that's why it is showing only two record. Employee ID 1000 we don't have in the table list. So it will not populate those values. Okay, that's what this column is. If the given condition is satisfied, then only it returns a specific value from the table. whatever the value it is satisfying, this value, 2 values only it is satisfying. That's why it is populating only 2 values. Third value, it will be not populated, guys. Third value, it will be not populated. So whatever the value it will satisfy, when you will mention in a where condition, those value only it will populate, other value it will not populate. Now, general syntax, we are seeing now this syntax, select a star from table name, where some condition, like this. Now, if you have a requirement, another requirement if you have, I want to fetch all the records of, all the details of where first name is Lex. Then how can we write it, guys? First name is Lex. I want to get all the details of first name of Lex. Where
First name
First name is equal to
equal to
Lex.
yes.
In single quote. In single quote.
single quote. Just a second, we'll put it there. So now if you're writing select a star from employees where first name is equals to Lex, it will not work.
Single
Okay,
quote.
it will not work because when you are passing number. Okay, when you are passing number, you don't have to mention the single quote. When you are passing numbers, then you don't have to mention the single quote. When you are passing string, string value or date value, then you have to mention in a single quote, guys. This value should be in a single quote. Then only it will work out. Whenever you are passing values in a string format like this value or date value, then you have to mention those value in a single quote. Excuse me.
Jayant, one question here.
Yeah, tell me.
Yeah, if I am define the value only a string or then it will mention the column or
When you are passing any condition, this is the condition we are passing where first name is equals to Lex. So in this case, you have to mention the name, first name and then name.
It means ki first name is the string. So I need to put the single quote, right?
Yeah, first name is equals to in a single quote, whatever the name you want to populate, that name you have to mention. Now, if I want to populate Alexander details, so what we have to do? We have to pass here Alexander, where first name is equals to Alexander. So it will populate whatever the details we have for Alexander. There are 2 columns for Alexander. There are 2 names by the name of Alexander. It will populate those values only.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. And why I am using the first underscore the name? Why I am using the underscore?
Because your column name, they have mentioned in this way only.
Okay.
Now you see the column name, no? First name in what format? First underscore name, last underscore name, employee underscore name. So you have to pass same format. It's not case sensitive. It's just you have to mention what column name they have mentioned in the date table. Same column name you have to mention. Spelling should be perfectly fine.
If I am not using the underscore, then I can.
You will get error.
Error, no?
Yes. Now
This is the method of Oracle.
Yes. You have to pass the same exact value. Now see first name invalid identifier.
Okay.
Because you are not matching the standard of the Oracle database. First name like this. You have to pass same as it is column name, how it is. Good question. Okay.
If I am doing create the table and put the first name only, not underscore, so it will accept or not?
Yeah, it will accept. When we'll create, I'll show you that time. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you.
So like this, you can use it. Now I want to get details of Lex and Alexander. 2 value details I want, where first name is equals to Lex and Alexander details I want to fetch. So how can we write it here, guys? Lex, how can we add?
We have to write in.
In operator. Perfect. So in,
In
open the bracket,
bracket,
and then you can say com in single quote lex, and you have to pass same as it is how data are there in a table. Now Alexander same as it is, no? If you will make a small letter, it will not work. Now you got Lex and Alexander here. All these two values, Alexander two names are there. Lex one name is there. So you're getting three values here. Three values here. Now if I'll make it Lex L or A as a small letter, then it will not show you the value. Now see, only Lex value it will show, because this pattern is not matching as per the data. So it's a sensitive, it's a case sensitive value. How they have mentioned the data here, same way you have to mention while you are searching here. So then only it will work, otherwise it will not work. See, if I'll make it Lex as a capital letter full, L-E-X, then let's see that what will happen. See, it's not populating Lex. So it's not able to match this pattern with the name format to how they have a Lex here. So you have to be confirmed that what format the name is in. Okay. So these values are case sensitive. These values are case sensitive. Table name, column name are not case sensitive. Table name and column name are not case sensitive, but whatever the value you are passing, it's a case sensitive, guys. Okay, clear? If I want to fetch the details of Bruce also, then what we have to do, guys?
comma,
Comma, in single quote,
Bruce.
single quote, Bruce. So it will populate all three values. See, Bruce also it is showing. Okay. So like this, you will be able to use where condition. Like this, you will be able to use where condition. Now, if you'll see here, now if you want, second syntax is what? Now, if you want only column names, you don't want all the details. Now it is showing all the details, no? Employee ID, first name, last name, email, phone number, hire date, job ID, all the columns it is populating. Now, my requirement is that I want only few columns details. For this, whatever the where condition we are passing, I don't want all the columns. I want only few columns details. In that case, what we have to do? We have to mention the column name only. Instead of a star, we have to mention column names only. Instead of a star, we have to mention column names only. Like select salary, first name, last name, from table name, and where, whatever the condition you have mentioned. Consider that we are writing values like this, and my requirement is that I want employee ID, I want salary column. I want only employee ID and salary column. So employee ID comma salary, if you'll mention like this, you will get only two column details. Earlier we were getting all the values, no? When we have mentioned star, so we were getting all the value for employee ID 100 and 101. But my requirement is that I want this column and I want this column. So we are passing employee ID comma salary. It will give you only two columns value. See, clear? If you want any other column, you can add it. Like I want first name also. First name. So like this, you can mention first name, comma salary, employee ID, first name, salary, for whatever the employee ID you have mentioned here, where condition. So you will get those values only. So employee ID, I want employee ID. Employee ID is 100, 101. First name is Stephen and Nina. Salary is 24,000, 17,000. So those values only you are getting. If you want to get the details of phone number also, I want to get. So phone number also you can add here. Phone number. Now, if you will write it like this, you will get all these four columns only. Employee ID, first name, salary, phone number. So you are getting all four columns, guys. Okay. Same thing if you want to get details of you here also, remove a star, keep here all the values. like this. Select it, run it. You are getting all the value for Alexander, Lex, Bruce. First name, where first name is Alexander, Lex, Bruce, and this column details you are getting for this. Okay. If you want, I'll share you the query. Don't worry. Okay. If you want to print only 4 columns, then mention as a 4 column, remove a star and mention 4 columns here. Now if you'll run it for this first query, you are getting all the columns. Now see, employee ID, first name, last name, email, phone number, hire date, job ID, salary, commission percent, all columns you are getting. But my requirement is what? I want employee ID, first name, salary, phone number only. This column only, I want details for these names. Then what you will pass? Like this you will pass. You will get 4 columns only. Any doubt in this, guys? Anyone?
Yeah, Jayan.
Yeah,
this is Vishal. If I require the employee who having salary, suppose 2,000 or 3,000, then instead of where employee ID, I have to put salary in bracket 2,000 or 3,000.
Yes.
Okay,
So
yes.
if you want where salary is equals to 10,000. So
Yes.
whoever will be getting salary 10,000, those value only it will populate. Now see, where salary is equals to 10,000, it is like 4 people are getting salary is equals to 4,000, 10,000. It is populating salary is equals to 10,000. Okay. Now.
Yeah.
Now, one thing also there, if you want to provide any range, if you any doubt in this, then we'll go for the next.
No, Jay.
No.
All clear? Anyone want to add anything here? Okay, so if you want to add any range, now I want to get all the details. Who is getting salary between 10,000 and 15,000 in this range? Give me all the details whose salary is between 10,000 and 15,000. All the details whose salary is 10,000 and 15,000. So how will you write it? Where salary between, not in. Okay. In will take 2 values only. If you will mention in, so what will happen? 10,000 in 10,000, 15,000. So you are giving the value of 2 values only. Who will be getting the salary of 10,000 and 15,000? Those values only it will populate. See, 10,000, 15,000, no one is getting 15,000. So only 4 records are getting for the 10,000. Now, if you want to pass, where select a star from employees, where salary between 10,000 and 15,000. Whatever the employees are there, who is getting salary between 10,000 and 15,000, like 11,000, 12,000, 13,000. Give me details of those values. Now select a star from employees, where salary between 10,000 and 15,000. Like this you have to mention. Okay. Now 10,000, 15,000. Now check how many people are getting salary between 10,000 and 15,000. See, so many people are getting. How many rows? 16 people are having salary between 10,000 and 15,000. 10,000 lower value and 15,000 we don't have any value. So 15,000 up to this 16 people are getting salary between 10,000 and 15,000. Okay. Now one more requirement is there. I want to print all the details of whose employee is 100 to 110. Give me all the details of where employee is 100 and 110. So when you will mention in a in operator, like 100, 102, it will be a long time it will take, correct? 103 like this. So in this case, what you will mention? Between and an operator, guys. Between AND operator, like select star from employees where employee ID between 100 and 110. So what it will give, guys? What it will do? What it will do, guys?
We give the value between
Record
100.
is only in range of the 100 and 110.
Employee ID between 106 and 110. It will fetch the value.
Whatever the details of employees whose employee ID will be equals to 100, whose employee ID between 100 and 110, it will give you all the details of that only. So 10 records are there. Now see, if you'll mention all this value, you have to write it very long query. But if you'll mention between operator, whoever employee ID is between 100 and 110, it will give you that, including 110, guys. Including, it's not excluded. It's including 110 values are 100 and 110 included in between operator. Okay, so this is what we have the value. Now I want value. Any doubt, guys, till now? Anyone confused? Anyone confused?
Hello.
Yeah, tell me.
Sir, how to use if we want to add above 10,000 salary or below 5,000 salary?
That you can use greater than, less than operator.
Yes.
Okay. Now, if you want to get whose salary is greater than 10,000, give me all the details of whose salary is greater than 10,000. Good one. Okay. Select a star from employees where salary greater than 10,000. If you'll mention like this, who is getting salary greater than 10,000, those value it will populate, excluding 10,000. Now see, 24,000, 17,000, all these things above 10,000, guys. Not in 10,000 will be not included. Above 10,000 it will populate. So 15 people, they are getting salary above 10,000. If you'll make it equals to here, salary greater than equals to 10,000, then 10,000 also will be included in this. Now you are getting 15 record. Now check what value you will get. See, 19 record. So 10,000 also included. Equals to sign we have given here. So salary greater than equals to 10,000, guys. Salary greater than equals to 10,000. It will give whatever the value, whose value is equals to 10,000, whose value is equals to 10,000 and greater than, salary is greater than and equals to 10,000, those value it will populate. Any doubt in this? If I'll make less than, then guys?
Hello.
Yeah, tell me.
Yeah, I have small doubt. Actually, can I use two where conditions in a single statement?
No, you cannot use two where condition. It will throw error.
Okay.
Okay. Now, if I'll make it less than equals to, then what value it will give, guys? Now you have to tell.
Less than 10,000.
So whatever the value for salary 10,000, less than 10,000, less than and equals to 10,000, it will give you that value. Now see how many record it is showing. 92 people, they have salary is equals to 10,000 or less than 10,000, guys. 92 people. Okay. So like this, you will be able to get it. Now, any doubt up to here?
No, sir.
How will you get?
Hello, Jay.
Yeah, tell me.
Hello. Yeah, can you explain me again that in operator? Because I didn't get clarity about.
Definitely. Okay. So what happened? Like when you will write, only select a star from employees. So you will get all the columns, all the rows that you know. Okay. All the columns, all the rows. Now, if you want to add filter condition, now you are getting 107 record. Now you want to add filter condition. I don't want all the rows. I want only details of this many values. So if you will mention as a single value, then you can say that where employee ID is equals to 100, it will give you details of employee ID is equals to 100. Where equals to, you will make it employee ID is equals to 100. What value it will give, guys? whose employee ID is equals to 100, that value only it will give. Now, only details of where employee ID is 100, that value only it will give you all the details of this, because you have mentioned as a star. Now, if you want to add more values here, if more value, like I want to get details of 101 also, 101 also. So if you write it like this, you will get error. Now Oracle got confused which value I have to pick, 100 or 101. So that's why it is saying that SQL command not properly ended. So in this case, you have to pass, if you are passing multiple value, then you have to pass in operator. In 100 and 101. 100 and 101. Now if you run this, you will get both the value. Now see, employee 100, 100 and 101. So when you are passing multiple value, you have to pass in operator, open the bracket, then pass whatever the value you want, then close the bracket, terminate the column. Now you got this one?
Jay, I have one thing.
Yes, yes.
If we have like employee ID, like more, I want to filter like more than 100. So in that case, I have to write like number 100, 101, like whatever the record is there. So suppose like it's 200. So I want to filter the 200 like record. So I have to write the number again, right? So in that condition, in that case, what we have to do?
That will learn in a row number function. When after 6-7 classes, we'll understand row number. Like how to get only single column. Okay, out of this, I want only 100th record I want. So
Yeah,
how
right.
will you get it? So in that case, we'll learn in a row number functions. When we'll discuss that time, no, that time we'll understand. Okay, we'll go step by step. We'll not jump in all this together. So now if you want only one value, like I want to get details of 200 record. So you can mention here 200. In operator, you can mention single value also. There is no problem. It will give you. So now it is showing only 200 record. Okay.
That is fine. I just wanted to like what we have to use. Like we have to write the code. Like so it will time consuming, right? So for that I want.
No, that see if you want to get only particular column.
No. Particular, I'm okay. I just wanted to filter like 100. Like suppose we have 100 employee, and I want to filter all the employee. So I have to write the number like 100, 101, 101, 102, 103, like that.
If you want to print all the employees, then select a star from table name. All the employees will come.
No, suppose like it's 200, so I want only 100 only. So that is,
if you want, consider that if you have 100 employee 100, and if you want only one up to 150 or 160.
Yeah, right.
Only 60 employees you want. Then in that case, we are going to use row number function that I'll teach you after 6-7 class.
Okay, fine. Thank you.
Okay. Okay. Any other doubt, guys? Anything is coming in mind?
Yeah. The maximum number or maximum salary or minimum salary or lowest highest salary. How can I?
Maximum salary, minimum salary, count, average, all these things group by having clause will learn in aggregate function. Okay. If you want to find the maximum salary, we have the aggregate functions, which will come after once we'll finish the functions, no built-in function. There it will come.
Next class will be.
Not next, it will take 4 classes. Now aggregate functions is there, no? There you will learn all these things, whatever the value is there, count, sum, mean, max value, average, all these things. Okay. Step by step we'll go.
Okay.
Hi, these tables actually you have created your own tables, right? Employees and all, employees, departments, everything.
That's what I explained in the starting only.
Yeah.
Tables are given by the Oracle database only. If you have installed HR schema in your laptop.
I did, but I couldn't see all these tables. That's why I'm asking.
So if you'll expand this one, HR schema, if you'll go in
HR
schema here, plus symbol, click on plus symbol. So if you'll go, click on plus symbol, if you'll go in a tables.
Yeah.
Right. Again, plus symbol. Now you will be able to
Yeah.
see that employees table, department table, job history, jobs, location table, region table, parts.
Yeah.
All these tables are inbuilt table by Oracle. For practice purpose, they have given this one. Now you are able to
Yeah.
find it.
No, I couldn't see that. Actually, I was trying to see. I was trying, but I couldn't see that. I could see only some AQ logs in HR tables. If I expand, I could see only AQ log, only that.
Then you have not
REP
installed it
scheduler.
properly.
That's it. Oh, is it? Okay.
There,
Okay.
can you,
I followed. Yeah. Actually, that Word document, whichever you gave, when I copied that link, it said some
admin you have
error,
added admin?
security error. Yeah.
Admin you have
Admin.
added?
No, that also I couldn't open. So I went directly to the website, Oracle website, and I downloaded.
Admin you have
Yeah.
added into the database?
Yes, I did.
So admin, you have to run one HR schema. If you see the document, no? If you go in a document, there you will be able to find out. You have to run this query, okay, in HR schema. Then again, you have to add like alter user HR identify by HR.
Oh, okay. I
In
missed
admin
that.
schema,
Okay.
you have to run this one. And then add
Okay.
again HR schema. See, HR schema. HR is the username, HR is the password. Test the connection and then connect. Okay, got it?
Yeah, got it. Thank you.
No. So anyway, like if you are facing any problem, Vishal will be able to help you in the installation. You can check with Vishal also, or you can message me, WhatsApp me, and if you have any, you can take a screenshot and you can WhatsApp me or Vishal or Venkatesh. 3 people are there to support you. You should not get any doubt in that. Okay. Don't keep any doubt with you. Just utilize us. Okay. So if you'll ask many times also, you will not get bored and you'll be able to get proper support from us. Okay, guys. So any doubt in this? In this query, any doubt, anyone confused, anyone want me to explain again? Or shall I move to next? Okay, one more thing, guys. So if you can use not between also here. So select a start from employees where salary not between 10,000 and 15,000. So what will happen? Whatever the employees who is getting salary, not between 10,000 and 15,000, that record it will give. So not between, if you will give not between, then whoever is getting salary, not between 10,000 and 15,000, those record it will give. See? So above 15,000, below 10,000 value only it is showing. So this is also one thing. I'll share the query again. All the query, I'll share it. You can do practice in your database. Generally, I don't share the query, but everyone, for a starting of the class, you are going to get it. And once you'll have the drive access, we are going to share you the whatever the theory part we are covering. Like this, in this way, we are going to share. So all this syllabus will be shared, as well as you will have the first session, no? Whatever the first session is there, introduction to SQL, then you will have whatever the installation process also, and then DDL command, DML command, DRL command, whatever is there, along with the query, it will be shared. Along with the query, it will be shared. Not only the theory part, along with the query, it will be shared. Now see data retrieval, whatever the query we have, these are the queries. Okay, it's not there. So like this.
Yeah. Hi, Jay, can you give me the...
Yeah, tell me.
Okay, I'll ping you later. Okay, just go ahead.
Sure, Arun. Okay. So like this, you will get the query and all. Okay. So now your this part is done. Anything I have missed or anyone want to explain me again? Let me know. Now with select statement, no, with select statement, what are the things you can add with the select statement? You can add where clause. We have seen that with select statement, we are adding where condition. Correct. We are adding where condition. With the select statement, we are adding where condition. What else you can add with the select statement? Where it is? You can add group by clause. You can add group by clause. You can add having clause. You can add where condition, order by condition, where condition, group by clause, having clause, order by clause. These are the things you can add with where condition. So these are the things we'll learn day by day. So group by clause, when we'll discuss aggregate functions, group by and having clause, that time we'll learn. Order by we'll learn before function. Before we start function, once we're done with the DTL and DML command, that time we'll learn order by clause. Is it clear, guys? Everyone? Okay. So now if you have any doubt, go ahead and ask. I'll start with the DTL command. If you have any doubt, you can ask. I'm going to close this one. It's a very basic things, how to write very first query. You understood in this. Using select star from table name is the first query. Like this, you can write. When you want to fetch all the table details, you will be writing select star from table name, whatever the table name you have. Employees table, departments table, for practice purpose, whatever the things are there, you can write it exactly same table name you have to mention. It's not case sensitive. Employees, check the table name. Employees, employees, departments, job history, jobs, all these tables you can fetch and you can write it here. If you want to fetch only columns, in that case, select column 1, column 2, column n from table name. You can mention, you will get whatever the column you will mention, those value you will be able to get it. Those value only you will be able to get it. Those columns value only you will be able to get it. So third thing is that you can add where condition. If you want to fetch, if you want to apply any joining condition, if you want to apply any condition, filter condition, then you can use where condition. Using where condition, you can give filter condition to this table. Select a star from table name and then some filter condition. So what will happen in this case? Whatever the condition it will satisfy, those value only it will populate. Those value only it will populate. Which will not satisfy, it will not print that value. Okay. If you want to, you have given the where condition, you applied the filter condition, and you want only few limited columns, then you have to mention that select column 1, comma column 2, comma column n from table name where some condition. So hopefully it's clear for you, everyone. Now we'll move to the next chapter, guys. If you have any doubt later also while practice, if you'll get any doubt, pass in the group or message me, message Venkatesh. He have replied also. Maybe I'll ask him to reply again. From next week onwards, not next week, next week to next week onwards, your group discussion will start. Okay. Now we'll understand how to create tables. Now we'll understand how to create tables in the database. How to create tables in the database, guys. Okay, just take 1 minute break. I'll take water and then we'll start. Okay, 1 minute break, refresh your mind, then we'll start the new topic. This is chapter 3, guys. Okay, why I'm starting new chapter, so that you'll able to create your own table and you will have something to practice for this weekend. And Monday onwards, we'll have the DDL command will finish, then we'll move to the DML command. Just give me 1 minute time. I'll take break, water, and then you also take 1 minute of break. Then we'll start this one. Okay. Class will be there till 9:30. Okay, guys. So in last we'll learn that how to do practice online. Okay. In last I forgot to explain, but in last we'll learn how to do practice online. Okay. So let me explain this create command and then we'll go for the how to practice online. Okay. So we are going to start with the chapter 3. Chapter 3, what is nothing but working with the DDL command. We are going to learn working with the DDL command. So what is the meaning of DDL command? We'll learn that. What is DDL command and its type? We'll learn that one. In a DDL command, what are the different types? We have create command, we have drop command, we have alter command, we have truncate command. These are all called as you have in the DDL command. These are the commands will come. Create command, drop command, alter command, truncate command. Okay. So what is this definition? Just read this one for 1 minute and then I'll explain it. Like this only we'll follow the method. We'll give you time to read this one. Once you'll finish it, then we'll explain so that 20-30% you will get idea while reading of the things. So when I say read, you have to read it, guys.
Hello.
Yeah, Mayur. Tell me, Mayur. Mayur, do you have any question, Mayur? Okay. So this DDL command, no, DDL stands for data definition language. DDL stands for data definition language. DDL stands for data definition language. DDL changes the structure of the table like creating a table. Okay. DDL changes the structure of the table like creating a table, deleting a table, altering a table, okay, truncating a table. Like this, you will be able to change the structure of the table, or you can create a table. So what are the commands will come in DDL command? You can create a new tables in your database. If you want to create a new table, you can use create command to create a new table in the database. If you want to delete table permanently, then you can use drop command. If you want to modify the existing table, if you want to alter the existing table, then you can use alter command. If you want to delete table data from the existing table, then you can use truncate command. So what are the changes you can make it using DDL command? You can change the structure of the table. You can change the structure of the table. By how can you change the structure of the table? By creating a new table, by deleting a table permanently, by altering the table, by truncating the table. You can change the structure of the table, guys. You can change the structure of the table by using create new. You can create new table, you can drop a table, you can alter the table, you can truncate the table. Like this, you can change the structure of the table. So what is the work of DDL command? It is used to change the structure of the table. Okay, if you'll use DDL command, any of the DDL command you use, you are going to change the structure of the table in the database. All the DDL command, all the command of DDL are auto committed. All the DDL command, all the command of DDL are auto committed, guys. So means what? When you'll use this command, in table, like if you are creating a new table, it will be saved permanently into your database. In your schema, it will be saved permanently. Now, if you see my schema, no, table A is there, table B is there. These are the tables I have created. I have created many more tables, but I recently only have added new table here. So because of that, only new schema I have added. Because of that, only you will able to see less tables only, but it was so many. Now, these are the tables I have created. The moment you will run create command, or any DTL command, it will be saved permanently. It will be saved permanently only, guys. It will be saved permanently. It is going to save permanently. Okay, it is going to save permanently into the database. It's auto committed. You don't have to save it. It will be saved permanently. It means it will be saved permanently all the changes in the database. Here are the some command that comes under DDL command: create, drop, alter, truncate. So what is create command? Read this one and then I'm going to explain you. Yeah, tell me.
Means delete full table, and truncate means I have to delete column.
I will explain you what, each and every topic. Don't worry, okay? Each and every topic will be considered, and I'll explain each and every topic. We'll go step by step, okay? First, we'll understand create, then we'll go for drop, then we'll go for alter command, and then we'll go for truncate. Each and every topic, 100% syllabus will be covered. Don't worry, none of the topics will be missed. I also know which topic is important for interview. So those topics will be covered, okay? Create command, create a statement. Reading is done, guys. Can you confirm?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now, if you want to create a table, if you want to create a new table in the database, then you will use create command, guys. This is the syntax to create a new table in the database. Create table, table name, which table you want to create, like ABC, XYZ, employee, student, colors, school, whatever the table you want to create, you can create using like create table, table name. You can give the table name, whatever the table name you want to give, Jan, Ramesh, Suresh, or employee, person, whatever the name you will give, you will be able to give here. Okay, open the bracket, column name. If you want to add any column to the table, you have to give column name, like how we have here. Now see, you have table like this is the column name is given, like how many columns? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 columns are there. 11 columns are there. So they have added 11 columns here. So if you want to add any columns, n number of columns, you can add it here. Okay, in this column, what type of data you want to store? What type of data you want to store? So if you want to store number data, then you have to give number data type. If you want to store number data in this, then you have to give number data type, or varchar 2 also you can give. Size, how much size you want to give it, like 10, 15, 20, like that much of size you can give. Column 2, what type of value you want to add in column 2, like I want to add name. So in that case, you have to give varchar 2 as a data type. In this case, you have to give varchar 2 as a data type, and how much size you are restricting. Some people will have the big name, like 20 characters will be there, 30 characters will be there. So you have to give big size of in that case. If you are going to add more value here, then you have to give big size here, 20, 25, 30 as a first name or full name.
earphones
Okay. Now column 1, column 2, column 3, column 4, column 5. What type of data you want to store? If you want to store date data, if you want to store date data, then you have to give date data type. Then you have to give date data type, guys. You have to give date data type. If you want to store date data, then you have to give date data type. If you want to store number data, number data, then you have to give number data type. If you want to store string data, character or alphabet data, then in that case you have to give varchar2 data types. And how much size you want to restrict, that much size you can pass here. If you want to restrict 6 up to 6 value you can add here. If you want to restrict 20, then 20 characters only it will accept. More than that it will throw error. So like this you can add it. So I'll create few tables and then I'll show you there. The column parameter specify the name of the column of the table. So column here, which column you want to add, like number, employee ID, full name. Then you can add salary. Then you can add department ID. Then you can add person ID. All this column, whatever the column you want to add, you can add it accordingly. The data type parameter specifies the type of data. What type of data you want to store? So that type of data type you have to mention here. What type of data you want to store for the columns, that type of data type you have to mention. The column can hold, okay, like varchar2, integer, date, or in numbers, like that you have to do it. Now we'll see that how to create table. I'm completing this because you will have something to practice in your regular time. If you want to get new worksheet, blank worksheet, then if you'll see here SQL, no, green color. If you'll click here, it will ask which schema you want. I want HR schema. Click OK. You will get blank screen, guys. Okay. So now I will create one table called AB already there. I'll create one table called X. I'll create one table called X. Okay. Now, how to create the table? You have the syntax create table, and then table name, let's make it as a X. We'll make it simple. Okay. Or if you want to make it X, so X, and then I want to add number, like in X table, I want to add employee ID. So you give employee ID like this, employee ID. And employee ID, what type of data it will hold, guys?
Number.
So number data type. How much value you want? 5 value I want here. Maximum 5 value it will stick. Now if you run this one, the table, X table will be created with single column. I'm going to create only one column here. Then we'll see 2 columns, 3 columns. Then you can do practice for table X is created. If you want to see what are the columns are there, so you can write it like DESC X. DESC X. It's a not case sensitive, small or capital, whatever lowercase, uppercase of value you will put, it will give you. So if you use DSC means describe table. DSC X means if you want to see the structure, you will write it DSC X. Now see, run. So employee ID have added here, employee ID, column name as employee ID. And what is the data type we have here? Number. So number is the data type, 5 is the length we have given. So now your table is ready. Okay, now your table is ready. We'll see on Monday how to add value in this one. But first we'll learn how to create tables. Now we'll create another table with 2 columns. Now create table Y. Okay, let's make it Y. Create table Y, and employee ID and full name will give it. Employee ID, number, let's make it 5, and then comma, and then full name. Like this also you can give, like this also, underscore also you can give. Okay, full name. What type of data type we have to give here, guys?
Varchar
So let's make it 20 as a length. So now if you run this one, your table Y will be created. Name is already there. So table Y is already there. Let's make it XY. So XY table is created. If your table name is already there, by the same name, you cannot create two tables. By Y table name already there in my schema, you cannot create same table name twice. Okay. So table XY is created. Now, if you want to see the structure of the table, what we have to type, guys?
DSC.
DSC.
XY.
XY.
So two columns are added. That's why you are able to see like employee ID and full name, EMP ID and full name. Now, if you want to create third tables with the three columns, how can we write it XYZ? I want to create a table called XYZ and EMP ID, first name and salary will be the column. Can you help me, guys, to write it?
Create table XYZ. Open bracket.
Employee
Employee ID.
number.
5, comma,
salary.
name,
Worker 2.
20 or 30, comma, salary,
Number
5, 10.
Okay. So like this, if you run, your table will be created. XYZ table is created. If you want to see the structure, then you will say that DSC XYZ table name. So it will give a structure of the table. Now 3 columns we have added, 3 columns you are able to see. If you want to see the data of the table, you will see that select a star from XYZ.
XYZ.
Modify करता येत नाही आता परत सेव्ह झाल्यावर एकदा.
XYZ. Okay. So now if you run, you will get the data, but we have not added any data. So you are able to see only column name here. Okay. This is the way you will be able to create the table. I'm sending it. Okay. So you do practice. Shall I explain how to do practice, guys, online? It will take 5 minutes of time, or in the Monday I'll tell. Shall I close the class? You will do practice. You create a table called 5 columns, 7 columns, 8 columns, and up to 10 columns you add, and then create table. Okay. That is the assignment you have. Any doubt in this, guys? Anyone? Did not understand? Tell me. Harika? Haris?
Yeah, Jayant, I have doubt. Can you increase the length of data type of the creation of table?
This length you want to increase?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
In alter command,
creation of table.
I'll tell you in that one. Okay. Alter command
okay,
will discuss. No, that time we'll tell you how to add it. Okay.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. So these are the data type. Also you can change. This length also you can change. Column name also you can change. Using alter command, we can do it. That we'll learn in Monday class. Okay. Okay, guys. So if you have any other doubt, let me know. Monday I'll tell you how to do practice online. Okay. Today it's already 9:30. 1.5 hour class is done. Okay. So we'll share you the many people you have not paid fees. Please, I'll share you the details in the group. Please pay the fees. Okay. Monday onwards, the recordings will be provided in the Google Drive. Okay. Okay, guys. So we'll meet on Monday 8 o'clock, 8 to 9:30. This is weekdays class. Monday to Thursday we'll have class, 1.5 hour class. Today also one student confirmed he is getting offer letter in Deloitte company for 12 lakhs per annum. So like after we did not receive offer letter for 6, 7 or 8, 9 days, but in past like April on 1st onwards we received approximately 3, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 offer letter we have received till now. So do practice, you will also get it. Okay, whatever the support I like you need, I will provide you all the support. Okay, get your offer letter and let me feel proud of you. Bye everyone, take care, we'll meet Sunday. Doubt clearance session will be taken on Saturday by Venkatesh, and installation session will be taken by Vishal tomorrow or maybe Saturday. Let me check what time it will take. Accordingly, you can join. Bye everyone. Take care.
Bye, Jay. Thank you.
Bye, Jay. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you, Jan.
Thank you.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye. Thank you. Thank you all. Thank you.
Bye, sir. Good night.
Bye. Good night. Thank you.
Good night.